One of the worst things that George Bush has done, and that too many Democrats in Congress went along with, was this sham called No Child Left Behind. Let me tell you what No Child Left Behind did. It said, every school in America has to make every child above average by the year 2014, and if they don't, they're going to suffer severe punishments. And here's some money to do that. You know how much money it was? When No Child Left Behind was passed, the federal government provided 7.4% of the funding for Oregon schools. Now the federal government provides 9.7%. So they increased school funding by 2% and said, in return for that, make every child above average. That obviously was never going to work. What was the real idea? I think the real idea was that the Republicans were going to announce in 2014 that, see, they haven't made every child above average, public education has failed, we need to go to vouchers and privatization. Well, that's not what the federal government should be doing when it comes to education. What the federal government could do is fully fund Head Start, so every child in poverty can come to school ready to learn. What the federal government could do is what they promised years ago and provide 40% of the funding to help kids with disabilities succeed in school. That's what was promised when the Education Disabilities Act was passed years and years ago. They've paid less than 20% of the cost of dealing with that. And the federal government can also do this. Schools have to pay the health care costs of their employees, and in addition, they're helping to bear the health care costs of employers that don't provide health insurance. Because when people without insurance go to the emergency room, their costs get passed on to employers that do provide health insurance, which includes schools. So having a rational national health care policy where the costs of health care are evenly spread across society, that'll help schools. It'll take some of the burden off them so they can invest more in reducing class sizes and improving programs. That's the kind of thing the federal government can do to help education.